Yeah, we've got NBA icon. You know we couldn't do this show without the legend.
There he is.
The legend. Special guest NBA icon. Your favorite basketball journalist. They get all their information for him. If you notice, they tweet very similar to this man.
Yes.
Host of the legendary podcast M-Grad's Already Told Us, which is a running theme on this platform that we use. When we find out news, I just look like, damn, it took y'all a minute because I already heard from M-Grad's. And if I don't hear it from him, then I don't know if it's true or not. But the legend, Elite Media, M-Grad's Already Told Us. Let's get out of pocket with Marcus Gradney, a.k.a. the legend M-Grad's. What's up with you, player?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing today?
We good, man. We just excited to have you on this show. Really out here getting it.
Man, I'm so glad the Lakers won. That was kind of sketchy, tricky in the back, but
it was getting close. But we're gonna talk Lakers in a second. We got to talk what's the most important thing.
Oh yeah,
the light-skinned coalition. Is in good hands. We're in good hands with this young gentleman representing Chino Hills. He's been hated on for years.
Yep.
His father's moves have been questioned.
Yep.
LaMelo Ball, 27, 5, and 9, and 4? And how old is he?
19.
Woo.
It's weird because that doesn't hit the same when they were saying it 2 years ago.
It doesn't.
Like it's funny. Like that's why it's in quotes. That's why I put it in quotes because he's only 19 because that was sure said a lot a couple years ago.
When I think about people that have been super pro LaMelo, I think about you. I think about my older brother Chris, who coached in the JBA and has just been singing LaMelo's praises forever. And I think about everybody who saw him skip the 8th grade to go play with Lonzo and Jello on the number 1 team in the country. And I always tell people that because it doesn't really register with them. This squad from Chino Hills, you're familiar with the LA landscape. Never in the history of hoops in LA will we ever have said Chino Hills, number 1 team in the country with a straight face without everybody in the room laughing. But here we are. So for you, what has it been like to see LaMelo live up to the hype? The LeVar slander, has curtailed itself. He's with MJ in Charlotte and putting in work.
Man, okay. First of all, shout out to Chino Hills. I'm very familiar with Chino because my uncle is one of the very first black families in Chino. I'm not saying the first, but one of the first. And in the 80s, moved from South Central.
Okay.
We were there before, like right when Ayala was built. But okay, here we go. LaMelo Ball. How do you not know that at 13 years old, when he's in here giving buckets to Jason Tatum and them, okay, well, they didn't play, but in the city of Palms, he was giving buckets to everybody. He's 13 years old. And you're sitting here telling me that this kid's not going to be good? I mean, I just didn't understand it. So, and I've been saying it since the beginning, how good he's going to be. And it's just great to see this kid doing this. And it's like, where's this energy that you had for the other, like everybody else? It's like, it's not there. And why? Tell me why. I don't
know.
Tell me why.
When he went overseas and was at 15, 16, is playing in Latvia, Romania, wherever he is, playing for a coach that's selling meat out of the trunk of his car against grown men that are smoking heaters at halftime. It's like, yeah, he's going to be different, dude. This guy, he's been grinding. And then on top of that, he's now been playing against men. And we're seeing the benefits of that.
Man, listen, he was playing pickup games with the Lakers, okay? Like when he was coming back, and people don't understand he's playing with NBA guys. And if you don't get it, his brother's a pro.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's been playing with a professional his whole life. And I don't understand how you see it, and you just want to hate because of who his pops is. Do you understand? And it's like there's no other parent or person I'd ever recommend doing what LeVar did, but only LeVar could have done that. And look, it turned out,
all his kids made it to the league.
Hey, and they can hate on Jello all they want. It don't matter. It don't matter. Hey,
I get Jello memes off just because me, I like engagement, but I respect Jello because I never made the league. So I don't care if G League, whatever, people want to clown and crack jokes. That family is worth millions and millions of dollars, came from nothing out the mud, and I rock a big baller brand. Look, it wasn't the best merchandise, as merchandise that just comes out rarely is, but I was rocking.
Man, I was rocking. How can you not support? Like, how can you not support? I know there's a lot of hate in people's heart, But how can you not support? And the thing is, I loved when all the NBA guys were like, what do you guys think about LeVar Ball? And all the NBA guys, especially the ones who didn't have dads, were like, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I wish my dad was doing that. I wish my dad was around. It's just like there's different ways of going about. So, hey, not everybody should be like LeVar, okay? Because he has his own. He stay in your lane because his lane he paved it himself.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. He's got his.
That's what he's saying. So my thing is like, but Melo's special. Okay, like I be saying on Twitter, and it's just. What can he do? He's a 6. I said it. If he gets to 6'8", 6'7", 6'8", he's going to be special. He's going to dominate. I watched the game today. Sorry.
It's all good.
Giannis had 34, 8, 16, and 9, and he was hooping in there. He was guarding him like Melo. It's so natural. He's so comfortable out there, and it's. Yeah. I know. Well, you got the defense and turnovers. You don't need that. Okay, like you can't eat your cake and have it too. You know what I'm saying? Like he's only 19. Okay.
I hate the plus minus shit,
Man.
But shout out to Mo on the Buckets account tweeted out that I think LaMelo was plus 37 tonight. I don't like plus minus, but plus 37.
Right. No, I know.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing about plus minus. When I was at UCLA, I didn't play that much, but I had one of the greatest plus minuses ever. And that's because we were getting our asses smacked. And when I came in, it would improve a little bit. But it really don't mean shit. That's like square. But we always talk about these square analytics and square numbers. And squares try to make things so they can be a part of the conversation. Buckets are buckets. LaMelo's out here getting it. Plus 37, that's awesome. Put that man in the starting lineup. Give that man Rookie of the Year. Apologize to LeVar. Give him a statue. Don't need to be big. Don't need to be big. 2 feet.
Give him his flowers.
Bronzed.
He said what he was going to do, and it got done. And the people are mad at him. And Lonzo's going to be playing in China. No, he's not. No, he'll never play. No, he won't. He won't. It's like understand. Lonzo's not going to give him 50. Lonzo's going to control the game, and Lonzo's going to get assists. Okay, like he's a different point guard, and everybody's mad at him. Like if he wants to score, he can. He's shown that. But it's just he's got so many pieces. He got Brandon Ingram and Zion Williams. But anyways, back to LaMelo.
No, we good on LaMelo. We got to move this shit forward. We got you here. We got to get this thing moving and shake it, bro. But we got Lakers. Lakers squeeze one out tonight. It was looking a little. They started 10-0 on the road. It was looking a little janky. The hours was getting dark, but they got the win. My thing is, I'm seeing LeBron's played in all 21 games this year. It's time for some low managing. Like, I'm not rolling. I'm tired. Like they got 71 days off. This man is 36 years old. I know he's superhuman. I know we expect him to do everything. He's got to fix China. He's got to save the universe. He got to put Biden in the White House. Like, damn, he got to do. But the man needs to, like, AD be taking days off. And what do you think? You think from what you've seen for LeBron, can he sustain this for the rest of the season? Or is it time to, let's just break it down. Give me 2 games a week and we'll call it a day.
With there being no fans in the stands, it's not the same.
Yeah.
There's no team that is beating LeBron James in 7 games. You could get whoever you want. I don't care. Get whomever. So, and LeBron has trained himself. Like, I think he's fine. I honestly think he's fine. He's not playing that much. LeBron knows his body better than anybody else. So when it's time for him to, take a rest, he'll take a rest. He's not. I don't think he's going to play all 72, but I think he's going to give himself a big enough cushion where he can take 2 or 3 weeks off. And say his ankle hurts or he has a groin or something. Just make something up. Like a hairline fracture or something. So it's just.
He got some Space Jam 2 reshoots, whatever these shoes is. I gotta get these. I gotta go do some ADR, y'all. I gotta go get in the VO booth and voice over some shit. I can't be hooping.
Exactly, but I think he's in the greatest shape ever. He gets his rest, he takes care of himself. He can't party, so it's like it's not the same. These guys can't go out; they got to stay in the hotel. Honestly, that could be just as draining because they really can't go out and get they can't walk around the city at all. So it's just like it's a completely different time we're in right now, and I think that with it being said, it's helping. It's more beneficial for LeBron James than it is. It's a hindrance. So
for sure.
That's what I think about LeBron. And he's LeBron James.
He is a freak, and
18th year.
He is a freak, man. And like you look at other leagues and seeing certain guys start to fall away a little bit. I don't think that will happen. I just can't believe this many years in, and he still should. How many MVPs should he have? Like at this point, he should have the MVP from this year.
Like 10, but it's all good.
Honestly, he should have 7 or 8. No,
7.
He got the same hate that Jordan got, and this is the thing. Like people think I'm an MJ hater, but I was in that time when we had to see Karl Malone get MVPs. We had to see other dudes who had no business getting MVPs, whatever the narrative was. It was MJ's league. This is LeBron's league. It's sad to me that the man's 36 years old. We got people in their early 20s, spry young fellas, spring chickens out here having to really round up the troops, get the Avengers to assemble to take down, wash Thanos. Like he's 36 years old.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. And I was watching the Tiger Woods documentary the other day, and Armin Katayan said it like these young guys said that I want to play Tiger on Sunday. And Armin Katayan said, the F you do. And then they showed a clip of the Masters, and all 3 of them hit their stuff in the water. And Tiger, 2 putts on a par 3. Like, come on, dude.
The fuck you do. I loved that.
There's levels to this.
Yeah.
LeBron James should have at least, honestly, 8 MVPs, and I'm not. I'm just being honest. He should have won. I mean,
it's just Camp 39 said, "Hey, for sure, he's co-signing with you." So I got to ask you. We got you here. You said you didn't think anybody could beat the Lakers, so I want to know: Lakers in
5 or 6.
Okay,
5 or 6.
That's all.
It's not going.
Hey, do you have a preference on who? Not like from a fear standpoint, but like who do you want? Do you want Lakers Clippers Western Conference Finals, and then who do you want in the finals? Call your shot.
I don't even know what you just said after Lakers.
But sorry. Who do you want? My bad. Who do you want in the Western Conference Finals for the Lakers, and who do you want to see them play in the finals?
Okay, the Western Conference Finals. I mean, everybody wants the other team in LA. I just don't see it because it's the playoffs, and like we got on their team. So I don't even know who like. Man, it's probably going to be Lakers in. I can't even say now. The Nuggets,
Yeah.
Maybe, but like it's going to be the other team in LA because we need the rating. So it's going to be the other team in LA, and then in the finals.
I don't know. They're Doug Faze. We wanted to see this last year. We were ready.
That East is tricky because the Nets can't guard anybody. They're playing Paul Westhead basketball, score 150, give up 149.9,
I love to see it.
So it'll probably be because the NBA needs Giannis and the NBA needs KD and Kyrie and them to go because those are the 2 who are going to, Joel and Ben will give them good ratings too. Joel's playing out of his mind right now. So, I don't know. It all depends on who stays healthy.
Yeah.
And because the East is – everybody ran to the East. Why is that? Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Sudden. I don't know. Like Steph and Bron are just like that. It's just 2 men.
For a 36-year-old, if you're getting shook by a 36-year-old hooper and you're in your prime,
man,
there's conversations that need to be had.
I'm saying.
Talk to your trainer, talk to your agent, because instead of running from you might as well just go join it.
I'm just saying. Like everybody went to the East all of a sudden. Now East is his conference, but when LeBron, man, the narrative that he just, man, it's just how everything changes. It's like LeBron is just like he's a politician, okay? Because it's just this wherever he goes, it's like it just changes everything. Well, the excuses are made for him to not be what he is. It's funny at this point.
Yeah.
So, got to hit you. I know your boys with Bradley Beal, the legend, St. Louis, Chaminade Prep. Shout out to Trevor Trout. Shout out to Jason Tatum. Shout out to all them boys out there. Look, I see him killing. I'm not really a Wizards guy. I'm gonna be real. I don't really watch many Wizards games. If I do watch, I'm watching to watch Bradley Beal play.
Of course.
But what's the deal, man? I know he signed the extension. He's there through 2023. But come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Get this man. I feel like the Wizards are wasting this man's prime. What are we doing? Send him to the Lakers. Give him free.
That would be.
That's my dream. That's
Man,
my dream.
That would be.
Oh,
I mean, Brad wants to stay in. From what I'm told, Brad wants to stay in Washington because it's like you got to think about it. Like the NBA is a Game of Thrones. Okay, there's 30 thrones. Okay, and I don't care who's on your team. There's always one guy who sits in the throne. Okay, so he's sitting in the throne now. He's not standing next to the guy sitting in the throne. He's sitting in the throne. He wants to see what he can. I mean, he just got the team. Is it to be him? You know, it's his team. So it's just like, can he see what he can do? You know, can we see what happens? And everybody's like, see, that's the thing. He's getting penalized for staying on a team.
Yeah.
Remember Kobe said he wanted to go to the other team in LA? Okay. And it's just like, he said that, and what happened? You know,
Fortified.
Right.
Championships.
And things changed immediately. You know,
Exactly.
So my thing is, Paul Pierce even said it the other day. He's like, I played on the Celtics, and man, I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And obviously, KG and Ray Allen aren't walking through that door. Okay, like that's obvious. But I mean, Brad Beal is a superstar good enough where he can attract talent. You know, and it's just like they got to get some cap situation figured out. Okay, there's a lot to figure out, but I think it could be done. Like, I mean, you didn't. I mean, you couldn't have told me when Steph Curry got drafted that the Warriors would win a championship. Do you understand? Because it's the Warriors. You know?
Let alone three. Let alone three.
I just think that Brad he's sitting in the throne. Let him sit in the throne. You know, give him some time. You know, like, well, you're wasting away, but hey, that throne is gonna net you a. I mean, they're talking, so it's just like, we'll see, man. It's like, we'll see.
Can I pitch something here?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say, there's another team that doesn't have a A1 superstar like Bradley Beal. They're in New York. It's the New York Knicks. I'm just saying, if Bradley goes there, that's his team. That's his team. He's got some young bulls to run with. I don't know how that would all work out as far as that trade goes and how many of those guys get sent back. But oh my God, Bradley Beal getting to play,
or somebody like that to go over to DC, you know, or Andre Drummond. You know, you never know. Things can happen. True. So it's just like if you just give it some time and just see what happens. Like NBA people want guys to stay on teams, and when you know I hate the super team, and then when you got a guy like Brad Beal staying on a team, he's getting you know, he's wasting away. It's like, why can't I stay? You know, like Kobe stayed, got a ring. I know it's not the Lakers. I get that. I completely understand. But you never know. Like, what if Leonsis sells the team? Which what if that, you know, like
it's sad that we're in this position where we're always hoping that the owner just sells. It's like, how do these owners get in the game? Like, I feel like you have the left-hand layup challenge. If to be an owner in the league, you got to make a left-hand layup.
I mean, dude, we wouldn't have any owners. Michael Jordan be the only owner.
I think Jeannie Buss could give you a lefty.
Yeah.
That's true. You're right about that.
Right leg up, left arm.
Owners never get blamed for anything, and because they own the platforms that these guys are writing on, and it's not the writer's fault, but it's like, look at the Timberwolves. The owner of the Timberwolves owns the paper. Who's gonna? You know, the only guy to get the job was Greg Kahn because he's like, I could do so much better. And then Glenn Payne was like, and he gave him a chance, and he drafted everybody but Steph Curry. Okay, that year. Okay, that's his legacy as a GM. So it's just like, it's just like the owners don't get the blame. Leonsis has no idea what's going on. Okay, he doesn't, and it's just like, hey, these owners don't care because the NBA team is not their source of income; it's their loss. So it's just like, I don't care.
You know, my pop played for the Clippers, Donald Sterling, easily the cheapest, most decrepit. Like, I have nightmares about that dude still, just how he tried to play the family and all that type of shit. So, and you're right, it's always players' fault. Oh, this guy, I always say, well, Bill signed the extension. Like, don't you want guys to be loyal to the team? Well, who's passing up an extra 2 for 72? I'm not. I want my bags. I earned that bag. I earned it. And if you're not living up to it, shit me out.
You're gonna leave 70, and this is how hypotheticals, but you can leave $70 million on the table.
No.
At the end of the day, if you don't win a championship, you're trying to get paid. I'm trying to make the optimum, to maximize my monetary value. Okay, whatever the words I'm messing up, they're saying. Why wouldn't you do that if you had the opportunity to? You know, if you had a chance to get 260, 200, why wouldn't you? Why
Get
wouldn't
your
you?
bags.
Yeah.
Get the bag, and everybody's mad at that. Well, you know, you're wasting your time. Like,
No.
anything can happen. And what if Zach LaVine says, you know, gets traded or works out a deal, you know, or anything can happen. You know,
We got a little bit of time left with you. Got to ask you, NBA Twitter. You're obviously one of the elder statesmen, one of the biggest legends, been in the game. Who in the NBA Twitter space are you seeing out here now that's like, all right, they're the LaMelos of NBA Twitter. They're the Lukas, they're the Trays. Like who are the cats out there that have next?
It's just gang shout outs right here because they're all in the league. Like Cole, Cameron Hay,
Cam is a legend.
Trevor Trout, obviously. Because you want to, and this is going to say, people I follow and people on my timeline are the only people I see. I don't like be going to people's pages and stuff like that and looking at hey, the being an elite, those guys have put me on so many Twitter people that I had no idea existed. And I'm not even trying to like big time it. I promise you, so it's just, but they're all an elite, you know, JT, Mez, Marco, John Rivers, listen, John Rivers is really, really, really good at Twitter. Okay, he's talking. Hey,
but there's a name you haven't mentioned for me, and I hate saying this because I know there are people. The Wolves are out there listening, and I hate to give them free game. But Biz to me literally has mind control over the platform. One of the realest tweeters, just the shit. Every night he chooses violence. Every night he's on the PL choosing violence.
Which person?
And Biz.
Oh my God, dude, he is a timeline man. He is
menace,
dude. Like he did the stuff he says, it just random, like, and it just.
I can't even tweet it. You know it's good because I'm out of pocket. This show is called Out of Pocket, and the shit he tweets is so out of pocket that I can't even be out of pocket. I can't even tweet it. Like, I can't even retweet.
And here comes Biz. Just like, what are you doing, fam? Why would you say that? Okay? And it's like, man, bro, I just don't like. Where are you thinking of this stuff that you just want? You know what? I'm gonna choose violence at 11:58 on a Wednesday night. Okay,
exactly. That's the thing too. I'll be up. You know me. I got the kids. I don't really be sleeping like that. And it's like, damn, are you tweeting this right now? Like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing? Why are you messing with people's heads like this? But
yeah, exactly.
The legend.
Josiah is the man. I remember Joe when we met at Peter Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like Josiah figured Twitter out faster because I'm gonna tell you guys a story. When I met Josiah, he had like 1,300 followers, and this is like 2.5, 3, 4 years ago. I met at Peter Kitchen. This is like 3 or 4 years ago. He had 1,300 followers, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna figure Twitter out. Give me a second." And this man's got like 80,000. I don't even know how many followers. He had 90,000 followers. How many? 100 and something thousand. Yeah, I'm sorry. In 3 years. Okay,
running the numbers up, giving my bags. But this is the thing. I think about all the companies that I keep employed right now. I be keeping the lights on at several different corporations.
Every ESPN.
Don't name them yet.
Before, just go to Josiah's page and just copy what he does. It'll be funny. It's like, nah, man. It's like you're bro. Hey, your ascension has been fun to watch. You know, like
yours as well though, Grad. You got obviously the pod. Grad's already told us you be coming through with the legendary guest Jamal Crawford telling AI stories, and just I think it's the ability you have to really just get in touch with these dudes because you are a hooper. They trust you, they respect you, they can communicate with you about shit because they know you're not a casual, they know you respect the game, and that's the thing that we all hope for. You know what I mean? In this world that we live in, especially in the NBA Twitter space, bro. But want to appreciate you for coming through, giving us some of your time, man. Really coming in on Out of Pockets. Make sure y'all follow Grad's Twitter, IG, wherever. I think he might be frozen right now, but it's a good screen grab. He got Zach Wi-Fi. He got the Zach Wi-Fi.
Oh no! I had to use the Wi-Fi at my girlfriend's place the other night, and it just happened again. And I was like, she was like, "Do you want to come over tonight for your stream?" I was like, "No, absolutely no, not a chance. Give the hamster that powers your internet a break. Let him have a sig break tonight." But Grad's one of the best follows on Twitter. My sneaky good follow is a guy named Caucasian James. Just puts up numbers like Drill used to do back in the day.
Is he Caucasian? Because if he's not Caucasian, that makes it even better.
Yeah, no, he is. He's fucking hilarious. But appreciate you guys tapping in tonight. Glad we were able to Glad we were able to get that Laker win. Good God. Thank the Lord. And I think we'll be back this week, right?
Yeah, we're back Monday. We got Trey and the Lakers. Got to show love to the young family, the young God. And this is, they're 5-1 right now. People hating on Trey, not thinking it's believable. Meanwhile, if Luka was doing the shit he was doing, there would be parades and processions and all that goodness. But we got Trey. So
Trey,
if they get on the Lakers, there's going to be conversations that need to be had.
Trey, you mean young Steph Curry, or the better Steph Curry? Maybe.
I don't know who the fastest 403s in NBA history is, but I know who it isn't. Well, we appreciate y'all. Tap in with us. We out.